Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we play Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky? So first, before I forget, I'd like to say thank you to Majora for supporting me on Patreon. Your contribution really helps me out, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm sorry for forgetting the shout out last time I recorded this. Thank you for understanding. So, what I want to do this time around, one of the first things I want to do at least, is I want to go to Mystifying Forest and actually evolve Chispa. What? But Riz, I thought you didn't like evolving your Pokemon. Not necessarily true. I don't like evolving certain Pokemon. Like, I'm really hesitant to evolve Ivy or Riz right now. Because Turtwig and Vulpix, I think that's cute together. But Chispa, again, Chispa is a character based upon a Pokemon that I had in a roleplay that I participated in a good while ago, and he was actually a Manectric there, so I'm not against evolving him, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I think it was Mystifying Forest where that was done, but just to tell you guys too, a little bit off camera, so actually right before just starting this, I went through my Kangaskhan storage, and I took out a good number of gummies, and I just, you know, partly to clear space and partly to gain stat boosts and everything. Yeah, I got 2 IQ skills for Riz. I got, I'll just show you really quick. Let me go to my team and show you guys really quick. So if you check IQ, we'll have Power Pitcher here. The Pokemon's throwing power is boosted, so thrown or hurled items inflict greater damage, which would be good if I were to use like Graveler Rocks or Iron Thorns or Sticks or things like that. And, what else did I get? Survivalist, that was the other one. The Pokemon's belly fills up more than usual from eating, and may also resist the bad effects of eating grimy food. So both of those are good, and actually, I don't think that I have, I don't have Stamina Band equipped right now. Oops. And I don't have the Defense Scarf equipped to Chispa either. So it's a good thing I checked. And then on Chispa, I gave him like 5 yellow gummies and 2 gold. It's sad that the gold weren't significant increases in IQ, just the yellow ones were. But he did learn Status Checker, which is good because he knows like nothing. But the Pokemon will not use moves that cause a status problem if the target already has the same status problem. And I don't think that that applies to moves like Spark, because Spark can paralyze, right? Yeah. Yes, okay, it can paralyze. I don't think he'll use Thunder Wave though on the same Pokemon, which will be useful. And something that I didn't realize before, looking at Ivy's and Riz's IQs, they both have non-trader. And this one, if the Pokemon has a confused status or a cowering status, its wildly aimed attacks will not hit friends. I wasn't aware that they both had that, and so every time I was confused, I was like I was trying to be really careful about it when there was really no need. So that's interesting. Oh, actually, while I'm here, because I'm sure you guys are enjoying looking at these menus, but I realized that I actually have a mission here. Search for Beldum. Okay, so I'm just going to wait until it says that I've reached, you know, like a mission floor, basically. I forget what it's called exactly, but I'll totally do it. No! I already have a Badoo friend. I don't need 2 of them. Oh no! My defense is down! Okay, good. I got 2 Poke. That was totally worth it. Might as well pick up these thorns and kill you with the help of Ivy, of course. Thank you for actually helping, Ivy. Okay. I'm wondering, do all Skuntanks explode, but it depends upon, like, the move that finishes them off? Or do some Skuntanks have that as their ability, and not everyone? I assume that's an ability, because I don't know why else some of them would explode upon death. But, just one of those weird things for me. Because a lot of times I'll be expecting it, like with that last one, and it won't happen, but I'm wondering if it was because it was, like, a specific kind, like a special attack or something. And I don't know if I ever pointed this out, but I was surprised by how, like, Mega Drain and everything did a surprising amount of damage to things like Grotle or Torterra. That's because at least Torterra, I think Grotle too, but at least Torterra is part ground as well as grass, so it had that kind of super effectiveness negating, I guess, the normal effect of it. People just pointed that out in the comments, and I thought I'd make note of it. Another thing someone pointed out, which I do plan on using, is that, see, if you have full belly and then you eat an apple, your belly increases, but only temporarily, like only while you're in that dungeon. So to me, that's not really worthwhile. I would rather just wait until I actually like was getting dizzy from hunger and then eat an apple, and then I'd be fine. I thought the same applied to citrus berries, where if you eat a citrus berry when you're full health, your health will be boosted, but only for that dungeon. But apparently, according to that person, and someone else confirmed it, I believe, the boost, the increase in health, is actually permanent. So that's pretty cool. My current plan with that, because I have 1 citrus berry in my inventory, about to show you, I don't need to. My plan is once I evolve Chispa, I'm going to give him the citrus berry to kind of bring his health closer to ours. I mean, leveling up might do that already, but I know that he isn't fantastic as far as like defense goes, so I might as well do something to boost his, you know, health a little bit. Chispa grew to level 40. Good timing, I leveled up. Chispa's HP went up 1, special attack went up 1, special defense went up 1, etc. Now that I'm poisoned, I feel like I may as well just go to the stairs. Go to the stairs! Okay, we're here. Good, Mystifying Forest, the 5th floor. I really hope that this is the right one. I think that it is, because of all, like, the... Again, I'm finding, like, 2nd stage and 3rd stage and 1st stage evolutions all kind of crammed in the same place. So... When I say evolutions, I should say Pokemon if I'm referring to the stages. Because you don't have, like, a 1st stage evolution, unless you're talking about a baby form. Anyway, I digress. What is this? Mobile Orb. What is a Mobile Orb? I'm going to check that out. Mobile Orb. An item that gives a mobile status to the user. A Pokemon with the mobile status can move through walls and gullies and walk on lava and water. That actually could be really useful. I do still have my mobile scarf. I was wondering if it was the same kind of thing because they both use mobile, you know. I still have that though. I'm going to try to use it more. But it would be good, especially if it works on my old team. I don't think it did though. I think it was just me. Either way, I think I'll keep it, at least for now, because it could be useful. And the Roselias... Oh, you're not down? Okay, now you are. We're just going to move on to the 7th floor. I believe there are only like 10 floors in this dungeon. We still need to find the Beldum, though, wherever that guy might be. And 8 items on this floor. A stick is one of them. Not anything great. And a sticky gravel rock, apparently. Beldum, are you here? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to try to not have the fogginess affect me. From what I read, it apparently makes any type that's not normal weaker? That's pretty interesting. I don't know why it would do that exactly, because I don't remember a move like that from the normal games, but I could very well be wrong. Okay, come on, stairs, where are you? I gotta find you, so I can find Beldum and get out of here. Or if nothing else, at least reach... Ooh, gummy! If nothing else, at least reach the end so I can evolve Chispa, and then we can go and check out the job, you know, notice board, the bulletin board and whatnot. Because my plan, aside from leveling up, in this recording, is just to take on missions until, again, I reach the point where it's like, oh, I need to do this in order to actually make progress in the story. Because that's always something to keep note of. Something... While I'm thinking about how, like, you know, the fog decreases the damage that I do if it's not a normal attack, I will say that someone else pointed out the moveset I have isn't fantastic because they're all grass type, and I am aware of that, but I did still think that it would be better to have Giga Drain and Mega Drain than to have one of those along with Tackle. Because while Tackle is pretty reliable, has a good amount of PP, has a pretty good hit ratio and everything, it's relatively weak, and I wanted something stronger. But if I do find like a stronger physical or normal, or I guess non-grass type attack, I definitely will consider it. I consider all the moves that my Pokemon try to learn. But in case you were curious, that was my reasoning for everything. Oh, I was like, why can't I move? Because I saw Turtwig. So, that was just confusing. But Turtwig was defeated. Good. I guess this is one of those times where I'm just pointing out a lot of things that people have said in the comments, but I may as well say this as well. Someone reminded me in the comments, because last time, I think it was last time, it was at least the last time I recorded, might not have been the very last video. Hey, a Turtwig! I already have a Turtwig, it's me. I don't think I need another one. Goodbye. Okay, anyway. Someone pointed out, hey there, big guy, that, let me restart. I didn't complain necessarily, but okay, I'll say I complained about how Pokemon in here just randomly attack me, and it doesn't really make sense because, you know, time isn't exactly out of whack anymore, etc., etc. Someone pointed out that I believe Armaldo said that Pokemon are just extremely territorial. And while that does make a degree of sense, you've reached the destination floor, finally, booyah! It's still kind of weird, because, I mean, again, we're Pokemon too, and we live in, like, houses and stuff. Pretty much, right? I mean, I guess, you know, Ivy and I kind of live, like, in the bluff. I was about to attack Beldum. I don't want to do that. There we go. But it's weird that they would be so territorial that they're just gonna, like, attack a group of people that they should know by now are very likely explorer teams or rescue teams or things like that. So it makes sense, but it's still kind of questionable, you know what I mean? At least they did try to explain it. And again, they have to have some reason for it, otherwise the game, like, wouldn't work. But just one of those things. Okay, now that the Beldam's completed, no, we do not want to leave. We want to continue exploring, because again, I think that this is the way to evolve a Pokemon. I hope that I'm right. I also hope, since I was wrong at there being 10 floors, that there are 15 floors, so it's not too much work for me. I mean, we're almost done either way. I mean, it's not going to take too much longer, I wouldn't imagine. Get out of your special defense fell, never mind. I'm just gonna use this to kill you as you run. Took no damage? How'd you take no damage from that? Okay, good. Good. I don't know how it didn't take any damage. It was running, it didn't use Protect or anything. That's the weird thing. Mystifying Forest, 12th floor. So I don't want that berry, that's a cherry berry. Though I'll notice when editing sometimes that I'll pick those up thinking that they're apples. Just to think, ah, Chispa, you picked up the cherry berry. I specifically said I wasn't going to do that thing. Oh well, total items on this floor, 14. And here we are, we found, actually 14, that's a lot of items. Probably means a Kecleon market, either like a Kecleon market or a monster house. I don't want to find a monster house, and I actually don't want to find a Kecleon market either. Oh, look what I found. What are these things? What are these things? Sunstone. Okay, an odd stone that glows with sunny warmth. It allows certain kinds of Pokemon to evolve. How much money do I even have? I have enough money, actually. Okay, ground. Pick up. No, just talk to you, right? I figured that I may as well have one. I mean, again, like, not again, but I know that I don't really have any Pokemon that I use that would actually require a Sunstone to evolve, but if I have 1,000 Poke on me, and I've never really found Sunstones before that I can remember, I probably have, knowing me. But, you know, may as well pick it up. I gotta move around the hole! This appears to be the end of the dungeon. It's impossible to go any farther. Let's go back to Treasure Town. Dang it! Where do I go then in order to evolve? Thanks for finding Beldam. Please accept this 5,000 Poke. Riz's team received a team share of 500 Poke. So I spent 1,000 on the Sunstone, I got about half of that back for completing the mission. That was worth it, in the end. To show my thanks, I want you to have my Stamina Band. Riz's team received the item Stamina Band. The Stamina Band was put in storage. Team Relic earned 400 Explorer rank points. Congratulations! Team Relic went up in rank from the Ultra rank to the Hyper rank. The number of items that can be kept in storage has been increased from 640 to 800. For advancing in rank, the team was awarded 1 Joy Seed. Awesome, the Joy Seed was put in storage. Cool. Another thing people talk about is why don't I use, I think they're golden seeds or joy seeds, if those are the ones that level you up, or why don't I use proteins or calciums, things like that. Part of this comes from me playing the normal games, like, you know, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Red version, Pokemon Silver, whatever, those main games, you know, where they have like a cap on what your special attack, what your attack can be. Like, as far as I'm aware, there's a cap on what the numbers can be, and so if you invest more points in one, you're essentially like taking away the potential from another. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. So that's why I don't use things like, you know, calcium and protein and things like that. And why I don't use the things like the golden seeds or the joy seeds is basically because in the main games I would like never use rare candies, because while that does level you up quickly, and while you do get stat boosts, you don't get nearly the same kind of boost that you would get if you just leveled up your Pokemon. If you've actually like tried to compare the two, they're very different. I imagine a lot of you have, especially more than me, because, you know, I'm a very casual player with Pokemon, you know, I don't battle competitively, I don't like IV or EV train or anything like that. So, you know, I'm very aware that I'm, like, at the bottom of the ladder. You know, a casual player, but I enjoy myself, and that's what's important to me. But for those of you who are wondering why I don't do the things that I don't do, now, hopefully you understand a little bit better and can get off of my back. So we're going to store that, Bidoof card. Ah, no! Someone else told me that And while these items do stack, 2 lucky leaves, or 2 of the same things, do not. So thank you for letting me know. I put one of them in storage, and I am aware that I still probably should go to Toxicroak at some point to see what I can switch out, but it's so annoying going to Toxicroak because you need to have the items on hand with you. You can't just like call them from the storage. And having to run all the way here, and then skip over like 2 scenes to the right in order to go back, and then down, and then down. It's just like, it's more work than I want to put into something that I might not even use. Hey, Team Odd is gone, and Mr. Mime's here instead. Okay.
Hello! You have been exploring today as usual, yes? So very energetic. Have you heard? The tale of the famous explorer Scizor?
No, I don't believe I have. What is it?
Scizor was an explorer extraordinaire whose fame stretched across this very world.
Oh, okay.
Truly, he had a reputation that all explorers aspired toward.
Okay, go on.
But this great explorer, he went missing while he was exploring Blizzard Island, far in the southwest.
Oh!
Many an exploration team set out to rescue the great explorer. But one and all, they returned back by the bitter cold and swirling blizzards till none dared try again. It is a tale from many years ago. There also have been rumors. They say that the explorer Scizor was searching for an amazing treasure. You're an incredible team, Team Relic. What with saving the world and all.
Oh, you're making me blush, Mr. Mime.
No exploration teams have gone to Blizzard Island since the rescue efforts were called off years ago. By any chance, would you be willing to go, Team Relic? I hear that Blizzard Island is in the southwest of the map.
Oh, how would we get there, Mr. Mime? Do you have a Lapras handy? The clouds lifted over the icy area and its vicinities. Oh, and you can now go to Blizzard Island. Cool. I thought he was gonna keep talking. No, I guess not. Well, since that part of the map was uncovered, I should also say while I was doing all the gummy stuff, 3 things happened. 2 of them were that I discovered new locations. One of them I think was Happy Outlook, and one of them was Destiny Tower. Things like that. You know, no backstory with it, just said you uncovered this, like you found a note in the bottom. Another one is the spin was like, oh hey, that person over there gave this to you. And I look over, and it's a Ditto, and it's like, how you doing? You know, like Ditto is all flirty and whatnot, because it's a Ditto. And apparently the Ditto gave me an egg. I don't know what these Pokemon obsession are with, like, giving me unborn children, but it's kind of creepy and they should really stop. Like, you being irresponsible as a parent doesn't mean that you can just shove it onto me. Anyway, what was like, I felt like I had something specific in mind. Oh no, I wanted actually to go back to the whole, like, area selection screen and see if I could specifically go to the Pond of Evolution or whatever it was called. Let's see, Beach Cave, Drenched Bluff, Mount Bristol, Waterfall Cave, Applewoods, Craggy Coast, Mount Horn, Foggy Forest. Well, here's Mystifying Forest. Well, see, Happy Outlook, yeah, that's what it is. Where would it be? Was it Luminous Spring? Oh, I think it was Luminous Spring. In that case, let's just go here. Okay, I figured it would put it, like, right nearby Mystifying Forest, if I could go straight there, but I don't know. So when I saw the dot on the map, I figured it was something else. A voice emanates from somewhere. You who seek awakening. This is Luminous Spring. Do you seek a new evolution? Info, just to see. There are those among Pokemon that can evolve. Such Pokemon can evolve at this very spot if they satisfy certain conditions. Evolution brings about changes in appearance and abilities. Not only that, some Pokemon even change type and learn different moves. However, the requirements for evolution differ among Pokemon. Some become ready for evolution merely by leveling up. Still others may need special items to attain evolution. You must also be aware of this. Once it has evolved, a Pokemon can never regain its previous form. That is why you must think carefully before committing to evolution. Do you seek evolution? Evolve! Which Pokemon seeks evolution? That would be Chispa. Yeah, see... Oh, can these two as well? Alright, but Chispa is the one. See, just really quick. Yeah, okay, so just, I'm curious if the abilities are going to change, because honestly, I like these two. Static paralyzes an attacker who lands a direct contact attack, and Lightning Rod draws electric-type moves to the Pokemon without harm, especially Lightning Rod. That can be really helpful. Granted, as a Turtwig, I don't really take much damage from, you know, like, electric-type attacks anyway, but still, it's nice to know that, like, he'll just absorb it. That's always awesome. But yes, evolve Chispa. Chispa. You shall evolve into Manectric. Will you evolve? Yes! Here we go, guys. I hope this satisfies your curiosity, your urge to evolve. Oh, Chispa is undergoing change. Chispa's appearance stage. Electric evolved into Manectric. A team member has evolved. The active team has been disbanded. You shall return if evolution is what you seek. Awesome. Well, now, Ivy, why aren't you in my team anymore? Well, now I need to ring the bell and have Chimico come down. So, the first one I want on my team is Ivy. Yes, add to the active roster. And Chispa, there he is. See, one Chispa joined team, blah blah blah, yep, that kind of stuff, yep. Nope. So actually, looking at his health, he did grow about 15 in health, you know, around there. And so he does beat Ivy out by at least a little bit. So actually, let's look at their defenses and compare them. And I want to see two. Good, he still has Static and Lightning Rod. That makes me happy. Okay, so Defense 52, Special Defense 53. Not IQ. Summary. Defense 78, Special Defense 76. I think most of that, I think part of that is because I have like a 9 card, you know, the item in my inventory that just boosts some of their stats. And part of it is because I gave her a lot more gummies so far than I've given Chispa. But still, due to that, you know, variation, I will give... Does it say in here, actually? It will slightly boost its maximum HP. You see, it just doesn't say permanently. But yes, I will give this... No. Maybe I can't do it unless I'm in a dungeon. I'll hold out on that then. For now, we're just going to save and continue. And then we're going to go and check up on things. Actually, I was going to say we'd go check up on jobs, but let's look at our job list. We have 2 mysterious ones. Let's go to an unknown place, and let's explore wild territory. So I'm going to take this job. Job posting described, an unexplored spot in detail. It is a place called Shimmer Hill. Cool, you can now go to Shimmer Hill. Okay, let's do that thing then. With these jobs, feel free to answer my question about this in the comments. It seemed that, you know, if I take the job, I learn about the location. Could I then get rid of the job, like delete it without having to actually, like, fulfill the job requirements and still have that location? Because that seems just a quick way to, like, kind of cheat the system. But let's see, Shimmer Hill is the destination. Should the team go there? Yes. So I know that Mr. Mime gave me the whole Blizzard Island thing, and given that it had, like, the exclamation point, I feel like that's a place where I should go to continue the story. However, I would like to continue on with some of these little, you know, just regular missions before committing to that kind of change. I mean, we only just barely got a break from story with Shaman Village and whatnot. I see no need to hurry right away and do another, you know, story advancing thing. I don't know if I want to fight you. I'll let Ivy fight you. You can do it! You can do it! He's fire type, I don't want to fight him. Thank you, Ivy. You're a doll. Okay. Moving on. Hey look, lots of stuff. I have no money. I'm gonna ignore you then. Is it still a thing where if you steal from him in this game, he'll just like totally destroy you because he's ridiculously powerful? Shimmer Hill, 2nd floor. Because I remember that from like Red Rescue Team and I thought that was amusing. Also, I didn't actually question Dragonair being with me until now. But okay, I'm just exploring, so it's not an escort mission or anything. He just wanted to check this place out, and I'm going with him. Fair enough. So, I'll use Mega Drain here. Why do I keep missing? Why do we keep missing? That's the 3rd of our team's attacks that missed. That's so weird. Well, I was actually about to use Synthesis, but I really don't need to now. Okay, let's try to find a Wonder Tile, or just the stairs to move on, because I don't want to deal with harshly decreased, like, special defense here. Let's see what you do. I think Miltank is more of a physical mover, anyway. Attacker, I suppose I should say. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Oh, actually, while I'm here, now that I'm actually in a dungeon, Chispa is full health, so I'm going to use a Citrus Berry on Chispa. Okay, so it ups it, oh, just by 2? Okay, that makes sense. I was imagining by like 5 at the least, to be perfectly honest, but thinking about it now, if it actually is going to be a permanent change, usually when leveling up, the max you have is like +2, so it actually does make sense to me that they wouldn't make it overpowered, giving your team Citrus Berries. But now that I know about that, I'm gonna have to go through and like check my inventory again, or my Kangaskhan storage, to see if I have more you know, more citrus berries, or I'll just pay more attention when I'm going to like the Kecleon market, because usually I only pay attention to whether or not they have Reviver Seeds available, because Reviver Seeds are awesome, but, you know, kind of like a free level up sort of dealing. Like using, or getting a drink, a smoothie from Spin to Shop, whatever you want to call it. I call it smoothies all the time, but it's really just like juice. You know, you get a stat upgrade, but this is like a guaranteed health upgrade. Yeah, I know, I really dumbed that down for no reason. Got a Reviver Seed, that's awesome. That Primeape is going down. Eventually, come on, Ivy, help me. Thank you, darling. Okay. Actually, there's one more Pokemon here. I may as well take you out. I'm assuming it'll take 2. Oh no! Don't hurt Dragonair! Glad it used Wrap. Okay. Does that mean... Does Wrap in this game not let them attack? Because it did that in like Pokemon Stadium for the Nintendo 64, and that move is ridiculous. That and Fire Spin and maybe others like Constrict, I don't know. It's crazy in that game. I say that because recently I've been playing Pokemon Stadium, again for the 64, a little more recently, and going up against some of those Pokemon, it's just, oh my gosh. Other teams get the best of luck, by the way. Anyway, I found a Graveler Rock. I'll stop talking about Pokemon Stadium now. In other news, we actually happened to obtain, as in I went out and bought, Pokemon Tekken. So that's pretty cool. Okay, good. I'm glad that didn't explode. No, I apologize. I will not be playing that on my channel. First off, I don't have the right equipment to be able to record a console game on my channel. Second, you know, I'm not a fan of, like, fighting moves, or fighting games. While I hear that Tekken, which is what Pokken is based off of, is, like, really actually good for beginners, I still just don't want to post that kind of thing. Like, if I did have the right equipment, maybe I could stream it a little bit, but, you know, I'm not gonna, like, make it a serious thing, so I just know people are gonna ask, there's your answer. But I will say that from what I've seen, because I haven't actually played it yet, I've just let my younger siblings play it, it actually is a pretty cool game. You know, the amount of Pokemon, you know, they obviously couldn't include too many, but I feel like they actually have a pretty good variety of Pokemon that you can play as, with, you know, different speeds or powers and that kind of thing. And it just seems like a pretty cool concept overall. So if you're interested in buying it, I guess feel free. What was that move? Oh, Captivate. Okay. Move reduces the target's special attack by 2 levels. Caution! This move affects only enemies that are the opposite gender of the user. So it's not something that I love, but again, because it is, it's a TM, which are typically a little more expensive in the Kecleon market. If I ever needed to, like, clear out my Kangaskhan storage, it's something that I could sell and actually, like, benefit from. Aw, man. Some of my food got wasted. That sucks. Well, from Survivalist, I could potentially eat it and ignore the negative effects, I think. I think that's what that IQ skill was about. So there's a power band. I don't really want that, but I will try to find the orange gummy if I can. Which basically means if I find the Pokemon that picked it up and I destroy him. I was gonna say, based upon the items here, it did look like it could be a monster house. But everything, it's a small room. And since it's small and I'm, like, super effective against 3 of them, I'm honestly just gonna try to take them out. Yeah. I would actually step back to, like, lure them into the hallway, but then Chispa would take my space, and that wouldn't be good at all. Alright, so I'll just Mega Drain. Aw, man, really? I didn't expect to miss with that. Okay, this could be bad. I mean, if they're all gonna use that, because it attacks so many times and each one does like 25 damage, which is ridiculous. Well, that sucked. And then that misses! Why does that have to miss? Why? Oh my gosh. This is stupid. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time. Okay, I do have a pure seed, so eat that. I'm gonna eat it. Did someone... Chispa fainted? Gosh dang it. Alright. Well, someone pointed this out when I did this tactic last, that I had a roll call orb and I didn't use it. So this time I made sure to use it. Really sucks though that I had to waste a Reviver Seed first. Okay, like, honestly, those moves that attack multiple times, sure, they might have low accuracy, but again, like, Mega Drain missed twice, and that doesn't really have low accuracy, so that was just kind of... That was just bad luck. Why does it keep missing? Okay, there has to be another kind of thing that I did pay attention to, like, you know, moves of this type do not hit for some reason, like when there was the Sandstorm, and so all the ground-type Pokemon were really evasive. I don't know, because otherwise that's just stupid. But the moves that hit multiple times, they're too powerful in this game. It's crazy. As I was saying, just in the fact they're, like, or where they might miss, sure, but they also, like, have 5 chances to hit. And when they do, you know, 25 damage each hit, especially when there are, like, 3 of them surrounding you, it's just not cool. It's not cool. It's one of those frustrating things where I feel like it was just kind of unfair in that moment, where it wasn't, like, a fault of mine, necessarily. Because, yeah. But anyway, moving along from that to hopefully better topics, we are on the 10th floor of Shimmering Hill. So, positives for us. We are exploring this area, and since the whole point... Oh, that's a weird dead end. Since the whole point of this contract was really just to explore the area, there's not a lot of pressure for me. I just kind of have to go through and complete it. And hopefully, thinking about it now, hopefully there aren't a billion floors. Maybe I should start taking the stairs a little more often when I find them, because sometimes, you know, I don't. Cue outro, go!